Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Mark Customs Garage. Today, we're gonna be working on this here Ducati 1299 Panigale. 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 That's what it is. Panigale. Panigini. Panigale. Panigale. Yeah. Alright guys, so this Ducati is in the garage today to have a set of rear custom peg mounts for the rear passenger. I'm just going to dive right into making this because I think if I were to sit here and talk with you how I'm going to build these through, you'd probably click off this video right now, right? Right? I know. Anyways, so I'm going to dive into it and I hope you guys enjoy the process, and I will be narrating a little bit as I make these rear sets. All right, hope you guys like this video. Thanks for coming by, and let's go. So underneath the seat here, there are a set of Allen bolts that we're going to take off, and this will be one of our mounting locations. I'll show you the second one here in a moment. Look in here, we got these two spacers right here. We're going to be replacing these with shorter spacers, and we're going to compensate with the material that we're going to put in here to have the same gap distance that it did have before. And the second mounting location will be right here on, get a good picture of it, on the frame, right there. So I'm going to take a width measurement from left to right, and also I'm going to take a width measurement from left to right on the rear mount location as well, here and here, and then front to back, and then crisscross, do a little X, and that'll give us our base mounting point. Alright, so my camera just died and some hours went by. And within those hours I kept switching up my idea and my approach on how I wanted to do this, and I have scrapped my plan A, I scrapped my plan B, and now I'm on the plan C. I'm sorry, but I just can't get my head wrapped around, you know, just this piece of metal sticking out the way it is. So I'm scrapping it. I'm gonna do something different. And let me show you guys the message I wrote myself yesterday. It said, scrap original plan, keep it simple, stupid, and strong. So that is what I am going to do. All right, and my approach to doing that is using some 1/2 inch stock. It's about an inch wide and 1/2 inch thick. This is plenty strong for these peg mounts. So that's what I'm gonna do. And that's gonna be my approach going forward. I'm gonna start with one strap mounting point, I'm sure it would be plenty. But knowing me, I will probably change my idea again and probably add some more bracing, okay? So, and yeah, I'm not gonna speak any further because I just got a bunch of thoughts running through my head and I don't wanna bore you or lie to you. So let's continue and see where this goes. All right, so now that we scrapped that plate, now I just wanted to show you guys a couple notes that I wrote for myself. I got a couple guys I work with that have bikes, and I measured theirs, and their measurements was an average between 14 inches and 15 inches from the top of the seat, to the top of the seat to the foot location for the rear passenger. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 15 inches from the top of the seat to the rear passenger peg, and also it was like about 3 inches from the front of the seat, and then straight drop down to where that peg lies. So I got this little template right here to keep me in target from where I need to be. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, guys. So rather than me using the actual material that we're gonna be using for the foot peg mounts, we're gonna actually use this in the beginning just to mock up and get our bends and our angles right first. So once we get that mocked up where we need it to be, and then we will bend the heavy gauge stuff, and I might even try to attempt to use my press brake. So stay tuned for that. So as you guys can see, looks like the bar is way off target for where it needs to be. I need it right there on that X, which is about an inch away. So it may not be a big deal, but I'd rather get it to sit right there where that X is. So I think the solution to that would be either bend the bar at a angle so I can actually get it right there, or I could shim it. But I don't think I want to shim it, so I'm gonna actually redo this and see if I can get that angle right on that bend. Alright, second try, and it looks like we got it. Right there on the X where we need it. And while I'm making these bends, not only am I thinking of just the angles, but you got to think of the thickness of the material that we're going to be using on here. So just imagine half an inch of material dropping down right here, and then having to keep coming down and down and down. So when I do this brake angle right here, it's got to be a lot higher. It can't be down here. It has to be up here to compensate for the thickness of the material. Alright guys, now that we have this flat bar mocked up on a motorcycle, we're going to go ahead and transfer all the bending points onto the actual half-inch bar that we're going to be using and put them on the press brake. we got the press brake out, we're gonna go ahead and bend up this here bar. All right, guys. As you see, we're making progress, but there's a part of me that is just like, I cannot stand making simple things. I mean, once again, this is Mark Customs Garage, and I don't do simple, so we're gonna make some changes and make this thing sleek and sexy, and give this Ducati some the respect it deserves, you know what I mean? So after sitting here for about an hour, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pay homage to the style of the wheels that are on this bike. Look at the wheels, guys. Might be a little dirty, but look at it. So they've got this little taper cut right here on the inside of this mag, and I'm thinking like, okay, well, if I can put an extension right here and wrap it and go right to that front mount right there, and then cut a taper out right here on both sides of that flat bar, I think that would look good. And you know what? It would also look good because, you know, while the bike is moving, you can't see the definition of the wheels, but you'll be able to see them right there. And I thought, you know what, that's a good idea. That's my plan. And you know, I could get really wild and crazy with this, but I do not want to take away from the style of this bike. Number one, I just want the, you know, whatever I do to this bike, I want it to complement it, not draw attention, because this bike alone draws attention, so I don't need to do that. So I think that's a good idea. I don't know if you guys do, but I believe it's a great idea. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's get to it. Alright guys, you see on this side I've got it all marked up. Well, that's because I'm going to be removing the material that's all in pink. Reason being, this actual bar itself was going to be Frenched into the frame of the bike, so that it sits real nice and flush with the frame. So let's go ahead and make some noise and get this material moved. Woo! It is hot in here. Let me show you this clever way I discovered on, I don't know, just came up with on a fly. If I can get it focused. So yeah, I took some welding coupons and I placed them on the table and I grinded and filed until I get this flat as possible, and then that's how I got my perfect cutaway of material there. So I thought it was pretty clever. So hey, works. Alright guys, so I got this piece mounted up, and as you see right there, if I can zoom in, we'll see. Let me clear it up. No? If I can zoom in. Yeah. So check that out. See how it like cradles that frame right there? If I can, yeah. So that was the plan, and that did work out. But unfortunately, got some bad news. We've got an obstacle in the way. Looks like this coilover reservoir. Damn it. It's always something, isn't it? So, looks like we got to make some adjustments and scrap our original plan, which was to bend this bar at an angle so it would meet here. That would have been perfect. And I'd been on my way to getting this project done. But a little minor setback we will overcome, and I'm gonna go ahead and mock up some thin metal from here to here, and yeah, that's the plans going forward. Well, hey guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me build these rear sets for this Ducati. I didn't have time to drop them off to get powder coated or anything like that. The owner of the bike really wanted to get back on the road, so I used the best possible paint you can use for at-home use, which is Stillet. It's UV resistant and it's pretty kick-ass stuff. I mean, you can look up the videos on Stillet yourself. I'm not gonna advertise for them, but I will back them when it comes to Stillet and their products. So, all right, well, I'm gonna stop rambling, guys. I really do, once again, appreciate you guys watching and following my videos. And like and subscribe, please. It really does help my channel. My subscribers are getting up there for a new channel. Once again, I appreciate every single one of you that are watching this video right now. And I appreciate you guys supporting my channel. So stay tuned for some new videos that I got dropping very soon. So till then, stay humble, hustle harder. Peace.